I've been fishing a lot. I enjoy fishing sometimes, but I'm not really fond of it, so. Ba, 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 ba. And he's not home, so. Well, this is odd because I guess I just have to wait until he's home. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal. You just manage your social links or whatever you can. Nothing's gonna change. The difference is that I have access to the dungeon or I don't, so I don't really think it's gonna matter. I want to check my actual courage. Almost max. Okay, so it's one more level. I'd like to get that diligence up one more at least, and I need that expression to be maxed. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Down, bam, bum, bum, bum. Maybe if I go downstairs right now, I will see my uncle today. Nope. Wait, where'd the good music go? I like that track. It's my favorite one in the game. Stupid video game. Take away the good track from me. For frickin' cicadas. Wait. Shouldn't you ask the police for information on the criminal? That's probably the best place to go. Yes, the laid-back detective guy hangs around the bus stop sometimes. I see him around on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Aha. Tomorrow. Well, I guess I just eat some more, because there's nothing really I can do other than try to build up some stat. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. By the way, quick reminder, Yification, if you use the what's the cheer called? You give 20% extra free bits to the broadcaster. So what is it called? It's like a hold on. Oh, that's what you meant by the new one. Oh, I see what you mean by new one. I thought you meant the new alert, like you messed up the amount. Gotcha. Okay, never mind then. Hunter's cheer. Hey, understanding has changed from generous to motherly?
Desko will kill you all, just like a final boss would do!
Thank you, Ryu, for the 400 bits, dude. Thank you for using that new cheer as well. 20%. Ah, yeah, thank you much. That'll be here again. I'm a mom. Confirmed.
Welcome back.
Wish I could hang out with you, but I don't understand you. I'm Nanako's new mommy now. Nanako is far too complicated for Brad, true. Although I think I've done a pretty good job in responding to her appropriately to assuage her concerns and build trust. I need expression for Nanako. It has to be. I'm one level from max, but I don't know how I'm gonna get expression if I can't go to band camp or whatever. That's the bus stop. Oh, there he is. Hey, it's my uncle. Clue to the criminal investigation. I told you not to stick your neck into things. There's no way I'd tell you. Jeez, damn, where did that Adachi go off to? Can't seem to get anything out of him. Well, Adachi's in the area, and Adachi likes to volunteer all the information. So let's just find Adachi. Hitachi! Where's Hitachi? There's Adachi. Sup? What's up, actual villain of the game? Not you. Wait. It's not Adachi? Ah, shoot. Alright, he's been at Junes a lot. I predicted as soon as I saw Adachi that he was the actual culprit. But, you know, obviously we don't know that. It's just a guess. As predicted. Blab Dachi? Yeah, he blabs. He tells me everything. But I think he tells me everything on purpose. Like, he's no dummy. I think he's doing exactly what he thinks he's doing. Like, he has purpose. Best song, Ruined by Cicadas. Thank you, video game. We were happily listening to best track in the game, and then you're like, you know what's better than the best track in the game? Listening to Cicadas. Yeah. Huh? Boot-a-da-ding. Yeah, thank you so much.
Welcome home.
Like month-wise, I want to say it was like the third, like, thing, you know? Like, something happens, you go to, like, I remember going to, like, a train cart, and then something happening, and then I remember going somewhere else and something happening, and then I remember some other thing. Like, you know how Persona games are kind of sectioned off? It felt like the third section. I didn't know how Persona games were kind of, like, constructed back then, so month and day were irrelevant to me. But playing Persona 5 and realizing that all Persona games are basically the same, if I were to see it again, I would know, and I could relate that more accurately. That doesn't sound like a small town problem. That sounds like a bad provider problem. You know one thing the one problem I do have with this OST right now is there's only like in the main like cycle of songs, there's like 2 good songs. And that's it. There's just the 2 really good like idle tracks, you know, in town. But all the dungeon themes are really good. And then you have like the battle and the boss themes that are really good. But you don't get those just going around town, you know? Like everything else is like silence or the very like 5-second repeated, oh no, something dangerous is happening. But it's like you got these 2 like poppin' jammin' awesome tracks. There's just like outside of the dungeon, like when you're in a dungeon, you got that dungeon's theme and then the battle theme, and then that's it. And then when you're out idling in the town somewhere, you have the 2 themes that are really good. I never said this was bad. Are you listening to what I said? I said you have the really good themes, but there's not a lot of versatility. Did you listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right, Junes. Right, the tense mystery music is like a 5-second repeat, right? But you get a lot of the same tracks. There's not a lot of variety in the tracks. I'd be interested to know like how many tracks are actually in the OST for this game. Because I would guess probably 40 right now, based on what we've been hearing, you know? And that's including like the Junes theme that we're hearing right now, which is like, this is elevator music basically, you know? And then the tense theme, which is kind of basic, right? It's like a 15-second repeat. But yeah, like the tracks that are good tracks, they're yeah, see, I was right. That's pretty damn close. That's really damn close. 52 tracks in OST is kind of, it's not that much. Like even, what did Xenosaga have? Didn't Xenosaga have like 70 tracks in the OST, which is insane because half the time you don't even get music. Oh yeah, Velvet Room is awesome. Yeah, that's a great track. But I think it's the same track in all Personas, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like again, the tracks that are good, like that are actual good tracks, like those, the OST is insane in this game. Don't take this the wrong way. Listen to the actual words I'm saying, you know? The actual tracks in this game that are of value are significantly good. It just lacks a lot of versatility. The good thing, one of the good things, again, is that each dungeon does have its own unique track. So each time you go into a dungeon, it's something good, and it's a good track. A lot of games, a lot of RPGs will just have, like, ambience as their track, you know? And it's kind of Xenogears, no, not Xenogears, Xenosaga. Sorry, Xenosaga. Sorry, I may have misspoken on that. Xenosaga episode was 45 tracks. All right, still, I guess I was wrong on that, but it's still very close to the amount of tracks on this game, only seven less. And like 90% of the time you're playing that game, you get nothing. And there's only one battle theme through the entire game. Yikes. Ryu Elson, thank you for the 289 bits. Time to go to bed. Gonna take the car to the shop early in the morning. Hey, hope everything works out for you. The soundtrack that comes with Alice is a limited selection. Well, honestly, I wouldn't want an OST with like the mystery music or like the ambient stuff, you know? I would want this track and the other one that's poppin'. I'd want those tracks, you know? The battle musics, the themes. Whereas the Dachi is supposed to be at Judas, but I don't know what day, so. Your Affection, yeah. That one's really good.
Welcome
I'm
home.
eating a lot of noodles because it's the only thing I can do to improve my stats. That's all I can do until I get the actual information to open. There's a home run bar in the freezer. Eat it? Yeah. Hell yeah. The great texture of a wafer and a smooth flavor of vanilla, but there's no prize this time. Wow. Ruined. Persona 5 has 110 tracks. Yeah, I remember never getting tired of the OST of Persona 5. It was always just so good. Yeah, 110 tracks. That's the difference. Typically games of like substantial like development nowadays, 110 seems like above average, but not too far above average. Persona 3 even has more tracks. Jeez. There he is. I think I'll stay here a little while longer before I go out again. Huh? Oh, you startled me. Don't sneak up on me like that. Huh? What was I doing? Oh, you know, investigating. You're a hard worker. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I'll tell Dojima. Dojima-san maybe say anything. Wait. Oh, did Dojima-san maybe say anything about it? Just keep this a secret from him, please. Wait, what? Clues to catch the suspect? If I tell you, will you keep quiet? Okay, then I'm just talking to myself here, but he supposedly had a part-time job in the shopping district. Or was it? I don't think they told me that much. Seems that Adachi has purposely leaked some information. Where exactly did the suspicious boy work? Yeah, the hangout with friends of a track is always the same, right? Yes, exactly. Definitely. People talking about this in the bookstore, but they were talking about it as some kind of joke that really made me angry. The couple work part-time at one of the stores around here, right? Maybe it's the shopping district. We should redouble our search and keep asking around. What do cats eat? Well, fish, of course. Ah, there we go. Yes, he did work here for a short time, but that was a while ago. He freaked out just from cutting the raw meat. Remember, he had black eyes. And what else? Oh yeah, he said the person who worked here before him was his classmate during middle school. See that kid, his classmate around here sometimes. Maybe you should talk to him when you see him. I don't know if you'll fight him today, but he reluctantly dyed his hair golden brown, so he should be easy to spot. Man, so many wasted days. So many wasted days. How do you get black eyes? Well, usually what happens is it's actually a bruise forming around the eye. So it's like you get punched somewhere or something like that, and then blood is basically, or bruises are basically blood underneath the skin and congealing and stuff. So if you cause yourself to bleed without puncturing the skin, eventually a bruise forms, and then if you do that around the eye, you get what's called a black eye. So there you go. Or stay up all night playing video games. That'll work too, yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to do this another time. Alright, we're gonna have to do this another time because it is 9 o'clock, which means... let's do like